Hey guys, today I'm going to teach you on how to improve your punching power and how to actually train without a bag. So a lot of students come and ask me, well, I don't have a bag at home. I can't really work out. There's nobody holding the pads for me, nobody holding the bag for me. What do? I can't train. My neighbors would be annoyed if I get a bag and use it at home. Well, that is a problem, right? So what you can do is actually get a wall pad or a mat. Any mat, the one you use for the gym, the one you stand on, can be used. And all you need to do is place it on a wall like this. Okay. So here I have a wall pad that I bought from outside. I don't know if you're gonna find it here, but you can actually get a mat and you can actually stick it to the wall. Now, why do I advise actually hitting hard things? Most people tell you, don't hit hard things, you'll break your hand. Yes, if it's not padded, you will definitely hurt your hand. So don't do it without something soft to hit on. The second thing you need to do is actually get wrist straps. Okay, so I don't want you to, when you punch the wall, I don't want you to break your hand. So I need you to get some wrist straps so you can use. So when you're hitting on the wall, you can actually have something holding your wrist and your wrist won't twist and you won't break your hand. Now, why would you want to hit a wall? Well, simply, you're hitting the wall with your knuckles. The power that when you hit somebody is not a punching power, so it's not a pushing power. So when you're hitting somebody, you're not trying to actually push him away, right? It's actually that last impact that makes the damage. Those knuckles, when they hit somebody in the face, that's what actually makes it damage. So when you're hitting somebody and you're cracking him with your knuckles, is actually what's gonna break the bones, what's gonna cause the damage. So there is no need to have a big bag. All you need is a wall pad and the correct way to actually punch that wall pad. So what I'm gonna show you here is actually a method you can use on the wall pad. Now I'm gonna start with no wrist straps, nothing. I'm a professional, so please make sure you have wrist straps and you have gloves when you're actually punching. So what you need to do is just stand like you're fighting with somebody. It's like a bag in front of you, and just go slow. And as you go slow, make the impact and come back. So you go, make the impact and come back. Fast. Okay, so every time you're actually punching, it's the end, that rotation at the end, that's making the impact, right? Now imagine hitting somebody and this shock is coming to his face. It's gonna make sure it's gonna break. Now, why the shock is helpful for you? So this shock, when it comes back to your body, when it comes back to your hand, is gonna actually strengthen your bones. It's gonna make that small fractures, and that's gonna make your hand much deadlier when you're hitting somebody. So when you're hitting something very soft, you're not gonna have any impact coming back. That's why when we use kicking on a heavy bag, we're actually trying to strengthen that shin bone, trying to make those small fractures, and that small fractures becomes more density in the bones. And so when we hit somebody, we actually much more deadlier, much more effective in hurting somebody and making him limp or not being able to, because it becomes, that bone becomes like very strong and very stiff and very like a baseball bat. So when you hit somebody, you're actually breaking. So all you need is just a wall. You can use gloves, and I do advise to always use wrist straps before punching the wall, because that is like the way, this is the first step to do it. Then you can actually move to actually use without a wrist strap. But in all case scenarios, make sure you have wrist straps, make sure you have gloves, and then you can actually use that wall. And the same concept is used without gloves and without wrist straps on the wall. The same concept you use is make sure you turn and you punch, you come back, at impact, you come back straight. Same concept, so I have left, now I have right. So that is very important. And I think that it's even as important as working the back and should be part of a conditioning that you do, whether you have a bag or not. But if you don't have a bag at home, you just use a wall, a padded wall, and you can go for sets, like you can do 20, then stop, go for another 10, go for another 20. So you can actually do it 20 punches and you can stop, rest for 5 seconds, go for another 20, and you can do different ways. Not only you can do straight punch on the wall, but actually also hooks. So there will be a lot more videos coming. If you're interested, make sure to follow us on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook.